right, so we are sitting outside New York, getting ready to do our walk on the strip. And it's about 107 degrees out right now. I think it's going down to like 103 by like 8 o'clock, so it's going to be a hot night. Going to try to stay inside. Cooled off as much as we can. Bruce, what's going on? Palace, what's going on? How you doing? I was getting some last minute settings in order right there. Alan, what's going on, buddy? Tom, what's going on? How you doing tonight? So it's about 107 right now, and I am just getting ready to walk. Where do you guys want to head tonight? 13 more days. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. You'll be out here for your birthday. That's awesome. We'll definitely have to meet up this time. So I don't really have a plan tonight. I just kind of wanted to get up here, walk around, and see what was going on, see how hot it is. Maybe break out the bingo cards like we did the other night. I don't know if you guys were on when we were playing bingo. That was pretty fun. So I have a bingo card that I can get up on my screen there. Yo, Ryan, what's up? Yeah, we'll do some bingo tonight. That should be fun. When we start walking up, I guess we'll walk up towards like Bellagio. We'll be able to see some people out. It's hot out, so, you know, people are probably walking the indoor connector corridors. That's one of the reasons that we don't see a lot of people out on the strip sometimes when it's hot out, because people know how to get around with the monorails, the trams, the connector that goes from Park MGM all the way up to Bellagio. So, you know, you don't have to walk outside in the heat on the strip anymore. And more people are starting to realize that. So with that, I think maybe we'll start walking. Maybe we'll stop in Bellagio and see how it looks in there. Hopefully the heat doesn't drain the battery too quick. I am gonna probably have to stop somewhere, grab some water. I left my water in the car, but we'll make do. Let's flip this around. And we'll start walking. So we'll start doing bingo a little bit later when we get some more people in here. That should be a fun. I thought that was pretty fun the other night when we were doing the bingo while we were walking. Does that look a little blurry to you, or is that just like or just on my end? So we had fun last night. We had Jay out with us. She got to see the Bellagio Conservatory for for the first time. It looks fine. Thanks, Alan. Maybe it's on my side. Maybe my screen's a little dirty or something. So I figure probably be on till about 8 or so. So do about 2 hours. Now, do you guys want to walk out on the strip, or do you guys want to take a walk through Park MGM and go up through the back pathway there? You guys tell me. I'll walk and pretty much head in any direction you guys really want to do. D, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Kind of feeling like maybe a milkshake tonight too. Maybe I'll stop somewhere and get a milkshake. I already had like a couple cups of coffee today, so I don't want to dehydrate myself. That's like the one thing out here, man, is like it just gets, as much coffee as I drink, I try to limit myself in the summertime. So I switched from coffee in the summertime to milkshakes. Tiffany, what's going on? Dealer's choice tonight. All right, Alan. Tom wants to walk through the casinos for a bit. All right, we can do that. We'll walk through Park MGM. Stay cool, right? They need like a pedestrian bridge right here. This is like old time Vegas, waiting on a street level crossing. Yeah, we don't want to like overheat the devices either, right? It's like 107 out right now. And I think it's going down to like 103 around 8 o'clock. We'll see. And then overnight at like 6 in the morning, it'll be down to like 88. So. Mike, what's going on? Carlene, what's going on? How you doing? Gotcha, thank you. Thank you. Oh, they got the Spritz Life little thing up. That looks good too. Maybe either some. Nah, I think I'm gonna definitely do a milkshake tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to stay cool out here. That's why we're gonna cut through Park MGM, through the casino, walk back, and take the tram walkway. Then we could cut through Aria, because Aria is doing some renovations in there on the gaming floor. So we can go check them out too. Yeah, let's smash that like button. Let's get that like button going. If you enjoy these types of live streams, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Hit your notifications. Smash that like button. That's the best way to support your live stream creators. Really helps us with YouTube's algorithm. I love Park MGM. Park MGM is like one of my favorites. It's just very like chill in here. You know, it's like, just like, it's not too loud. I like the fact that it's non-smoking, even though I am a smoker. Occasionally, I can deal without the smoking scent. There's Juniper Cocktail Lounge. This spot looks pretty cool. Every time me and Jake walk through here, we're always like, oh, we should stop there, and it's always packed in there later at night when we're walking through. You prefer to wait to make sure that I've delivered a like-worthy performance. All right, Bruce, I got the pressure on me now. Should I do a little song and dance? Because that ain't happening, I can tell you that much. So, this is the center bar here. This is like a cool little spot to just stop and grab a drink too. I really do enjoy it. And you know, a lot of people would disagree with you nowadays about the smoking thing. You know, they don't like the smoky casinos. They like the, you know, they wish more places were like Park MGM and were non-smoking. Funsky, what's going on, buddy? No, so I think Park MGM is the only non-smoking on the strip, but most of them, like Fontainebleau, Resorts World, even Bellagio, a lot of them don't have a very heavy smoke scent anymore. Not like they used to, you know. Even Flamingo has cleaned up a lot since they put the new carpet in, and I think they upgraded their ventilation system a little bit. And it doesn't smell as smoky in there anymore. I think just a lot less people smoke nowadays than back in the day, you know what I mean? Yeah, I remember back in I'd say like 99 or something like that, the Continental, which is now like Silver Sevens or whatever it is, down there on Paradise and Flamingo, that was, they went non-smoking when it was the Continental. And everybody was like, that place is gonna shut down because everybody smoked back then, you know? I mean, I kind of like the non-smoking atmosphere here at Park MGM. And, you know, I remember before they used to have a smoking section, and then they had like a small section somewhere in the casino that was non-smoking. And it wasn't really that big. Oh, you know what? The Rio actually has a whole non-smoking section where, remember where Mardi Gras in the Sky was? That whole section over there is non-smoking at Rio. So this is going to take us to Aria, to the tram to Bellagio also, this walkway. I have videos that show you step by step how to do this, how to get there. You know, this is a nice way, beat the heat. You know, right now, when we started, right before we started, it was 107. I think I may even have the, let's see. I took a screenshot of it. There it is. So that's the temperature right now in Vegas. And you can see that it's going to, Plaza has a small section too. For a lot of people though, on Funski, it does really bother them. So we can see it's going to be at 7 o'clock, it's going to be 106, 8 o'clock, 103, at 9 o'clock, it's going to drop all the way down to 100 degrees. Lucky us. So, so once we go up these escalators, we're kind of in Aria. And over to the left is the Aria tram. Now, the part about the Aria tram that I don't like is you have to wait outside, and if you miss it, and it's pulled out of the station as you get up there, it's like an 8-minute, wait. So if your legs can do it, I recommend just walking through Aria over to Bellagio, because you're going to be in the air conditioning, and thank you. You'll be in the air conditioning, and you're only going to spend about like 3 minutes outside when you go out the north area of the North LA area at Aria over to Vdara. So Alan, yeah, you'll probably be indoors, man. It's gonna be hot July. I mean, if you don't mind the heat, it's a dry heat, Alan. It's not like that humidity you have down in San Antonio. Mark, what's going on? Yeah, Aria is one of the more beautiful hotels out here. I really like these sculptures they have as you walk in from the taxi area of LA area. So they got a poker tournament going on right now too. So, thank you. Thank you. So they're doing some work on the gaming floor. Let's go walk by and check that out before we head back out over to Bellagio. I know that one thing that they really don't like is showing the poker area. So whenever I walk past the poker area, I always try not to show that, but there's a big tournament going on right as soon as you walk in. A lot of tables there. So this is down towards the lobby area is where they're doing the renovations. I think they're putting in new carpet and changing some of the gaming area, putting in that like putting in those dealerless roulette tables and stuff like that. Oh, right on cue, Murakami. So everyone always says how much they love the scent of Aria, right? So you can get that scent of Aria right there on that link that Murakami just put up at Aroma Retail. Me and Jay are affiliates for them. We also have that discount code. So if you use that discount code, you'll get 20% off your purchase. And me and Jay may get a commission for that. Just trying to navigate through the crowd here. So right there is where they got the gaming floor. All the machines are removed. Yeah, they have WinSense. They have, so that, I believe that link takes you right to the resort page, right? And that has all the resorts in Las Vegas that have a scent with them. So, yeah, you can definitely get it. They have like these diffusers They're portable. They fit in like your coffee cup holder. You can put it in your car, or they have like one that you can mount on your wall, and that'll do around 2,000 square foot. We've had one for now 6 years. Their products last. The one we bought 6 years ago is still working perfect. So they got that side over there curtained off also. So they just added some stuff. Since we're right by the lobby, we might as well go check out the lobby. They have the lobby decorated pretty nice too. So yeah, that's like really like Aroma Retail is really like the only real sponsored type of stuff. I guess I don't know if being an affiliate for somebody is really sponsored, but that's like really the only thing that we ever hawk on here, We may have some other affiliate links on our link tree. I got to go through and check and make sure everything's working. So this is their lobby. It's decorated real nice. They got this like teepee, I guess thing. It's not a pyramid because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 sides. So this is Aria that we're in right now, and they redo this like every season. This one's really nice. They don't do it up like Bellagio does, but it is really nice in here. And this looks a lot better at night. Also, so many things out here look better at night. I think after seeing the Bellagio last night, I think it looks better. This display looks better at night than it does during the day, to tell you the truth. So let's go and head over there and check out the Bellagio. That'll be our next one. So yeah, so this goes all the way back here too. This area was all slot machines. Now it's I guess they're redoing the carpets, putting in new machines. Feels like you're like walking in like a hallway right now. So they've been redoing this whole entire floor in bits and sections here. Din Tai Fung is here. I hear a lot of good stuff about that restaurant. We've never eaten there. I remember reading an article that they had the highest revenue of any restaurant in America, I think last year. So they do a lot of business. Aria always has a good crowd in here too. Grammy, what's going on? Mud, what's going on? Alan, where did you book? You booked W, right? Yeah, I've heard some good stuff about most of the restaurants in here. A lot of them are just a little bit more pricey than me and Jay like to spend. So Jay is a vegetarian, so steakhouses, like going to a steakhouse is really expensive for a vegetarian because they're going to be paying an arm and a leg for all those sides, right? And I'm not a huge like steak person. I do like steak, but Grammy, we've been missing you too, but I know you've been super busy with your move. But always appreciate when you're in here. The W, then Venetian, nice. Alan's doing it up in luxury this time. This is nice too. So this is called Spring and Bloom. So the Aria Patisserie, which is right next door to us right here, that's a 24-hour patisserie. Coffee, donuts, all that good stuff. Great pastries. They do this cake display every season or so. This is all cake, sugar, fondant, all that good stuff. Totally edible. Like, I would love when they tear this down if they would just let me come in here with a big giant jug of coffee and just, you know, chow down on some of this stuff. That even moves. I mean, just the artistry that these pastry chefs put into this is amazing. So you're almost totally moved there. Awesome. All right, so now we're gonna have to go hit the heat for a minute. So let's time this. I'm gonna set my watch timer actually. I'm gonna pull over to the side here and we're gonna set my watch timer. I'm always curious about how long this takes for us to walk out these doors and walk over there. All right, so, oh great, low battery. All right, so we'll just use the timer on the, we'll just use the, let's see, we'll walk out here when my timer up here says 27 minutes. So 2, 1, all right, here we go, we're timing it right now. This is walking over to Vdara. This is the only outside area that we kind of have to walk through. Oh, yay, look, Rob's here, everyone. Gamey says about 2 minutes. Two minutes is probably a good guess, 2 or 3 minutes. And if we weren't walking around all over the Aria there, probably could walk over here from tram station to tram station in, I'd say about maybe 12 minutes. Boo, Rob. No booing, Rob. So I can't really turn to the left there because that is where the sun is. So, you know, the sun's setting to the west over here. There's nothing blocking the sun on this walkway. But it's not that bad. Like I said, it got a nice breeze out here, you know. Just feels like a convection oven. It's like opening up the oven when you're baking cookies and you get that rush of hot air. That's what it's like walking out of a casino in Vegas in the summertime. So the strip is down there to our right. Cosmo. Yeah, my phone does overheat pretty quick out here in the summertime. That's why I've been trying to start a little bit later. But I think once we get up around the 7 o'clock hour, I think that's when we'll put on the bingo screen and play some strip bingo, not like take your clothes off stuff, but things you would see on the strip. You guys get your minds out the gutters. Yeah, especially when it's 10:10, you know. I think it hit 10:10 yesterday. I think it actually went up to like 1:11. I don't know, I don't really pay that much attention to the temperature all the time because I just know it's gonna be super hot when I walk outside and I need to get back into the air conditioning. The only time I'm really not too concerned is like at nighttime. Felix, yeah, you know exactly what I'm saying, man. Yeah, Vdara, I hear, is super nice. Our friends, Chris and Melissa just stayed at Vdara when they were out here. I think it was May they were out here. And they loved it. Is it hot during the winter? Well, compared to where you live, Rob, yes, it is very hot out here in the wintertime. I mean, at night, it'll go down into the 40s, sometimes like upper 30s at night, but usually during the day, it's in the 60s, 50s. So it's really not that bad. So down this hallway here is Cosmo. This is the walkway this is going to take us over to Bellagio. We'll be able to check out the conservatory and then see what's going on there. No, 40s ain't bad at night. Now, it does get really windy. So sometimes like that wind coming off the mountains, coming through like, you know, you can catch some really cold nights. I mean, you've seen what Jay wears in the wintertime when we're live streaming at night. She's got like a sleeping bag coat, the marshmallow coat. Grammy, have you seen the conservatory yet? This is like all animals, but it's not like weird animals like they were last year. I waited for them doors to open. So we'll go, this is the tram station too. This is where you would get off the tram, come down here if you were coming from Aria or Shops at Crystals. Right down this escalator, and then we're just gonna take the walkway to the conservatory. Say hello to you guys. Hey guys. Hello. No, we don't really have any animal stories yet. It's a lot different than it was last year. That's for sure. This one actually really looks. It's really nice. So we don't have to really make up the animal stories unless we want to. But so far we haven't. That was not my fault, Rob. Somebody pushed the door behind me and it stopped as I was trying to exit. It wasn't because I did it on my own. Somebody stopped it by pushing it. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Well, yeah, they do come alive after midnight. There's like the animals do have a little party in there after midnight, but we have yet to confirm that. We're gonna have to go there one night after midnight and see exactly what goes on in the conservatory. No, it's a known fact that you get lost, buddy. Everybody knows that you get lost. And I'm not the only one. I don't care that, you know, a couple thousand people saw me walk in, get bumped into the door there. Animal Farm. Is that the movie we were trying to figure out last night? I know there was a few different animal movies we were trying to figure out last night. So, but this is the way you got to travel in Vegas now, right? So, you know, you can see that there's a good amount of people that are walking these back ways. You know, more and more people are getting familiar with walking this way and staying off the strip. There's no shade on the strip. That's the problem. I would have no problem walking on the strip if there was some shade. I don't mind the heat so much. It's the sun beating down on you that really drains you. So, let's go check out the chocolate fountain. This is the world's largest chocolate fountain. Now that is up to some debate. It is 26 feet tall, and it circulates 2 tons of chocolate at a rate of 120 quarts per minute. Now there's another one, and I'm drawing a blank, that it goes back and forth. People say that's bigger than this one. So it all depends on how you're kind of measuring it. Now, we got milk chocolate right here in the front. We got the dark chocolate in the middle, and we got that white chocolate in the back. So if you could sit here and and this is all confectionery grade, so you could actually eat this. If you could get like a bowl of fruit or some cookies to be dipping this in, what would you do? Which flavor would you have? Because I'm picking dark chocolate. I know some of you. Oh, they're over in Cosmo. Nice. Maybe we'll run into them at some point. I'm doing dark chocolate. What chocolate would you guys be doing? All right, so this is the side entrance, but we're gonna do the proper entrance, right? We're gonna go all the way around and walk this thing the way it's meant to be walked. I really wish that the upstairs spa area was open, because I think this would have been cool to have been able to look down. We got white chocolate. White chocolate isn't chocolate. I agree with you. I agree with you. Mud's talking about some milk chocolate there. Reverend says milk, dark, milk, milk. A lot of milk chocolate people here. What's wrong with dark chocolate? I'm a dark chocolate guy. I like dark chocolate. I kind of like the bitterness of the dark chocolate. Sometimes milk chocolate can be a little bit too sweet for me. So this is the proper way. I don't know if it's really the proper way, but this is the way that most people walk in. Walk in these pillars over on the right-hand side, and we got this huge ass toucan here. A bitter Jimmy, no way. I'm not bitter, Rob. Yes, it's a juggle in here. Got the baby lions. We got, I'm sorry. That's a baby tiger. I correct myself. I'm surprised nobody typed in the screen yet that I was wrong. So this tiger up here perched up on the rocks is really cool. Now I don't see no koi fish, but they do have a nice calm pond that maybe the koi fish could have went in, but people need to stop throwing their coins in there too. I agree with you, Murakami. There's just so much attention to detail in this. So this is Bellagio Conservatory's summer display called Paradise. So if you want to see what this looks like, you have to, at night, you can go on and watch last night's live stream. We came in here last night and it was really cool. Carlos, no, they do not have the Bruno Mars memorial up anymore. I know that's what we were joking around saying it was, because that's kind of what it looked like, but that was actually a promotion for his latest album. This is the centerpiece, and I'm surprised there's not a huge crowd right here right now trying to get their picture with the centerpiece. The elephants spray water out of their trunks. It does have some Rainforest Cafe. Now, you know what would be really cool if they had the Rainforest Cafe thunderstorm come on in here and all these animals started like freaking out. That would be super cool. Now this, I think, is the freakiest looking stuff. These monkeys look like they were like taxidermied. I got a video where we zoom in to look at his eyeball, and it's like really creepy. But I do say that the garden table here this might be one of the prettiest garden tables I think they've done. Try to get the whole thing in there. Let me zoom out a little bit. Still can't, so that is the whole garden table. It is. So they do 6 seatings a day, 4 for brunch, and 2 for dinner. What is it, $135 or $125 for brunch and $199 for dinner? Murakami. Oh, that would be awesome if there was like 2 or 3 levels to this. Tobin, what's going on, buddy? Brunch is $135, dinner is $195. All right. Now, most of the time I tell people, you don't have to stand in line around the front to get your centerpiece picture. But this is one of the displays that you actually have to be on the other side to get the pictures of the elephants, because this is behind the elephants and you can barely see them. So this is where the Bruno Mars flower display was, and they took that down. They put something more, you know, Bellagio conservatory painting up. This is all made of real flowers, some succulents, tree bark. The attention to detail is absolutely amazing. Now today it's really not that crowded in here for being, what, 7 o'clock? Now here are some more monkeys. They even have one up on the top. I didn't notice that the first time I came through here. I did not notice the one up there. But Jay was saying last night it would be so cool if the elephant's ears flapped. You know what I mean? That would be really cool. And they also now have, I believe this is the first time that they've ever offered something like this. This is the Watering Hole, and it's a cocktail experience. They do it at 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Go on, get your reservations. It's $125 per person, and it's 3 drink. It's a 3 cocktail experience. And I believe we counted the chairs last night. You can get about 8 people in there. And I think that would be a really cool experience too, right? Now, I know a lot of times people go, what? That's so much money, right? But remember, these are one-of-a-kind experiences that, you know, if this show is up for 60 days, there's only 180 times that you could experience it. Now, once this display gets taken apart and taken down, it'll never be back. So you'll never be able to sit in this display ever again. So that's why I mean it's quite the experience to see those type of things. This dude is standing right in front of that lady who's trying to take a picture. He's like 6'5", and she's like, he just stopped right in front of her. We got the flamingos back though. The flamingos were here last year. So they came back to visit, but no zebras. And there's the king of paradise right there. The dad and his lad. I think the face on the dad line is pretty good, but the kid line is a little bit derpy. I have to agree with Mud on that. I'm just glad it's not Scar. And here we got a little baby giraffe hanging out with his mom or dad. And we have some other giraffes that are hidden in the back. Tobin, you agree it looks better? You were on last night, right? So you've seen it last night. Gotta get around these ladies taking pictures. So I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna zoom in a little bit. And I just want to show you how cool this is, right? We don't even have to zoom in that much, but if you look, that's all like some sort of moss or something that was probably dyed blue. And I'm sure that they're real feathers. Oh, I'm also on the Earth Cam. That is right. I forgot. The Earth Cam is, oh, it's right behind over there. And then if we zoom in here on the lion's mane here, that is also some sort of flower, not flowers, but some sort of ferns or moss or something. That is really cool. And we got 2 more giraffes back here. So this would be cool, I think, if there was just some koi or something in here. That, I think, is the only thing really missing. Yeah, that is it. This is a wonderful display. I really like this display. And they did up the lobby area also. All right, so we're going to be heading back out onto the strip. You guys think that we should put the bingo card up for a little bit? Try to get some bingo? Now, I'm going to need your help with this, right? So you guys see it, and then I'm going to mark it off. So let me get that pulled up, right? It's going to take up a little bit of the screen, so hopefully you guys can see it. See, is that the right one? Yep, that is the right one. So let's move that over to the right side of the screen so I can see the chat. And we're going to be looking for these things on this bingo card. All right. If you see anything that's on that bingo card, let me know and I'll put an X over it. So right now it's like a good time to be looking for them pushers. All right, so we have this, right? This bingo card up here, right? That I made up. Me and Jay, we did that in and out video, right? And we did the influencer bingo, which I think was kind of fun. And then we were talking about doing it. Maybe we should do one during the live streams. And I remembered that we could put pictures on the live stream. So I made up this bingo card, and as we walk, right? So here, I'll show you. As we walk, if we come up to one of these, I can come over here and let's just say we've seen some showgirls, right? I can exit out the showgirls, right? And then, I mean, we're gonna see showgirls in about 30 seconds. So we're gonna start with that one. I probably should have done the free space. I'm walking through here, nobody's behind me. I should be fine. So that's what we're doing. We're looking for things that are on here. If you guys see these things, let me know and I'll mark it, right? Oh, there's a fountain show going on. Now, if I have to, I can make it smaller, but I think if I make it any smaller than it is right now, a lot of you might not be able to see it if you're on a mobile device. But if you're not on a mobile device and you're watching on your TV, you can probably see it really good. So keep your eyes out looking for this. And if I smell someone smoking weed, I'll let you guys know. So
shout out microcap companies.
Microcap companies, the future?
Trade microcaps.
All right.
Krypton AI. Krypton AI.
Krypton, okay. We'll find, I'm sure we'll see a fake monk. So we could probably even catch a little bit of this fountain show here. Is that on there? I don't know, something about trading something. There we go, we crossed off the fountain crowd, right? And the showgirls, we know we're gonna see them right up here. We'll see some moons. Yeah, that's our future. That was our future right there. Talking up the AI. All right, so we got fountain crowds. What else we got? Looking to look in the crowds for like people wearing like the wrong shoes, like high heels and crap like that, you know. Let's go Moons.
I guess.
I gotta make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Is that too, that's too big. Maybe move it over a little. Yeah, I think that works for me. Nope, not Paris. There's Mike's favorite spot in the whole entire world.
That's so great you can travel together.
Oh, you've seen some souvenir cups. Okay, let's get that marked up. I gotta pull over and stop here real quick. Souvenir cup, where is that? All right. Actually, I gotta move the screen up a little bit here. Uh-oh. Can I erase that red line? Oh no, how do I get this off now? There we go, we're gonna start this over. So we had fountain show, gotta change the color. And then we had down here, I can't get that one to erase. I thought we had this all worked out. There, I gotta move that up. There we go. Then we gotta go here. We're getting this. This is only our second time playing this. So that's what we gotta do when we get to them. Maybe. Oh my God, I keep erasing this. I spent last night practicing this, and now I can't believe I'm having a hard time with it. All right, let's do this again. We got that. Why won't this work now? You saw a pusher, you're saying? All right, let's just keep, you know what? I'm gonna have to print this out and do this by hand, I think. Because for some reason, it is not letting me mark. Let's try this sticker here, no. All right, it's not working now. Oh well, just keep an eye out for them, or do you want me to take it off the screen? Because for some reason, it's only marking certain areas of my screen. Last night I was trying this, and it was working, and I was like, all right, cool, I got the bugs worked out. But now for some reason, maybe it's because I'm actually live, it's not really doing it. So I don't know. But we can just call them out as we see them. Alan saw some group shirts, nice. So, that's a little bit, I don't know. It's annoying. Technology sometimes can be very annoying. It's like, it works if I'm not live, but the whole point of this app is to be able to do things while you're live. I don't know. Maybe if we made it smaller, maybe like that. We can do that. That's the souvenir cup. All right, group shirts, there we go. It was too big. We got group shirts, there we go. What else do we have? Just had to do it smaller, that's it. See, we figured it out as we're going. Maybe where the little colors come up was the bingo card must have been behind that. Someone lost. Now, I don't know, chat. Should we count someone lost because Reverend Rob is with us right now? Because this dude gets lost every time he leaves his hotel room and walks out onto the strip. He goes the wrong way. Now, we got showgirls up at the top. We just haven't seen them yet. I marked that one off first, but as soon as we see them, we'll see the showgirls. So if you want to count Reverend Rob as someone lost because he's technically on the live stream, which is on the strip, I guess, I don't know. You guys let me know. I know, Rob, I'm actually amazed that you spent the whole week here and didn't leave the Link Promenade. I mean, but the Link Promenade has such great stuff there anyway, so you know, you don't really have to leave the strip so much. You know, you can go in and out the Flamingo, the Link. You know what, Alan? I like the way you think there, buddy. Here we go. Oh, look, someone filming everything on the strip. Let's mark that one off. A little bit of cheating there, right? We're gonna get a bingo. It's quiet still on the strip tonight, right? So usually at night, we'd probably see a whole lot more of this stuff at night. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think if I stayed at like, oh, there's some more group certs. Said I love Latinos. You know, you can have like your whole stay and not leave a lot of these places, like MGM Grand, Caesars. Like, you could stay there and never have to leave, you know, if you didn't want to. Women in the bubble coats, right? Or marshmallow coats. Grammy, we'll get Jay. That'll be every time Jay's out, we'll definitely hit the marshmallow coat. Josh, what's going on, buddy? How you been? All right, I'm walking to get a milkshake, and then I think I'm gonna head back down towards the other end, the south end of the strip, maybe. We're gonna look for some pushers here. We can hang here and wait for and see if these guys, they look like they could be pushers. These guys, there's 4 of them in a row. Oh. I thought for sure they were pushing, but they didn't. I'll wait till they get out. I thought they were gonna walk. That guy, there's 4 guys in one slice. That was so close, man. Rodney, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna make a couple more of these bingo cards up so they're not always the same one, you know what I mean? That was so close. So Josh, you got to go and watch my video from my short from the other day when I was in there and somebody pushed and I walked right into the glass. That was enough for me, man. All right, this is usually where the fake monks are. Usually definitely see some fake monks in this area. Yo, how crazy would it be if since I started this bingo card, we don't see the fake monks no more or anything like that? I've been down to the new In-N-Out. I haven't tried it out yet. Well, yeah, I did. As a joke, we made that video, that little short last week where we got some In-N-Out prior to it being open. Yes, the pushers, they're the villains. I like that. We need to get this thing opened up again too, you know? Roger, what's going on? Welcome into the chatters. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We got a nice little crowd in here. Let's get some thumbs up. Let's get some people giving us some subscribing over here. Let's get the thumbs up going. I gotta show this. I'm so waiting for this to get open again. They definitely. Where am I headed? I guess we'll go up around check out the Hard Rock. Last night was actually pretty cool. We got to see them test a couple of one of the lights that are on the guitar. That was pretty cool. We saw that. So I'll probably walk up that way so, you know, people can see, check out the construction on the Hard Rock. And then we'll hit, I'm gonna get a milkshake tonight. That's gonna be my treat. So, but I think we're gonna try somewhere new tonight. Yeah. So we're gonna skip Sweet Sin, even though their milkshakes are top notch. One of my favorite milkshakes. But you're number 67. Thank you, Mr. Roger. All right, we're bumping up on the likes. Awesome. Thank you guys. So if you are enjoying this, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, this is, we're out here several times a week. I try to get out as much as I can. Oh, yo guys, look at that in front of us. Fake Monk. Now where is that on the bingo card? I gotta blow the bingo card up a little bit. Oh, there he is. I see it. There we go. I got really bad eyes sometimes. There we go. Ha ha. Surprised we haven't hit. So what do we need? We need some police activity and a fake Elvis. That's gonna be hard. We haven't seen the fake Elvis up here in a while. I think he just goes over there and stands like, hello, moon. Stands over there to try to fake everybody out. Now, this is one of my favorite spots on the whole entire strip, right? If the wind is blowing the right way and you got a pretty good wind, you get some mist down here. Rob, I know Sweet Sin is great. I was talking to a guy in there last night, and I've told him that you really enjoyed the strawberry chocolate Dubai cups. Yeah, he's praying that you're not going to know he's a hustler. That's what he's praying. Well, I don't know. So this chick in front of us, do they look like they're the wrong type of shoes for the strip? They got heels on them, man. Probably not the best shoes to be having on the strip. What do you think? Rob, you are not allowed to talk about that place. You see the bad shoes. All right, let's mark that up. Let's pull over and mark that up. Bad shoes. I don't care. I know, she did turn around when I was like, yeah, like this, I think she got bad shoes on. Oh, well. Wow, you can really hear the music coming out of the Omnia Day Club. It's echoing actually off Flamingo. Dang. That's a little bit annoying, actually. It's actually really, really annoying that Omnia is that loud on the strip. I don't know. What do you guys, I'm sure you guys can probably hear that perfect. Well, this is the day club now. And well, I think it's attached to the nightclub too. So, That is like, it's... I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it being that loud on the strip. That we can hear it. Alan, I agree with you, man. Roger, listen, I know but does it draw people into the club, right? Because if I'm walking down the strip at 6 o'clock at night or whatever, I'm not in my swimwear. It's a day club for, you know, the pool and stuff. So I don't know if it's going to bring me in. You're not allowed to talk about I Love Sugar, Reverend Rob. That's a bad influence on you. You should not be thinking about I Love Sugar. Roger, you know what? We're gonna have to figure that out, right? We could walk in. I'm sure if Flamingo has their doors open on the strip, I'm sure it'll filter in there. Reverend Rob said he heard it perfect from his Flamingo room, which I do know a lot of the day clubs out here, people do complain that they can hear them daytime, nighttime, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, from like being on the strip, walking down the strip, it's just not like a noise that I'm used to hearing in Vegas, right? Seems like this is like a first that the day clubs are this loud, this close to the strip, because all the rest of them are behind the strip, you know? The back of the properties. Carlene, yeah, you thought it was going to be a little much out here too. I thought so, you know, but not as loud as it was going to be. I thought you would hear it, and it would just kind of be like, you know, some more background music instead of like a total like, I feel like I was in the club right there because I could kind of feel the bass, you know? Let's see what else we need here. Where are all the showgirls when we need them? Normally, there's a million showgirls all over the place. It must be too hot for them, right? You ordered that 5-pound gummy bear, Rob. You're gonna be like, you're gonna have diabetes, man. Let it go. Be healthy. As I'm walking to go get a milkshake, right? But I'm not getting a 5-pound gummy. Cristiano, what's going on, buddy? Oops, I'm sorry, Christian of San Francisco, what's going on? I gotta get my glasses checked again, man. So I'm gonna download this. I have a Tesla, and when I park it, it goes into Sentry mode, right? So today, me and my son, two of my sons, one had to go get a haircut, so me and my other son, we went and had lunch. And when we came out, it said there was an event, right? So I hit the button and we're watching the video. And you see this car pull up, see this lady roll her window up and all that stuff, but you never see her get out of the car. There's like a glitch, and then there's another car parked in the parking spot behind her. And it was like, So weird, right? So I was thinking about downloading it and like posting it to see if people think if there was like some kind of glitch in the Matrix, right? Because like I see those videos all the time and I'm like, I laugh and I'm like, man, come on. But then it happened to me today. So now I'm like kind of like, all right, maybe I should start watching those videos a little more. So I'm gonna download it, I'm gonna post it, right? You guys, I want you guys to tell me what you think when you watch it. Tobin, yeah, the showgirls are probably over on the other side there. We'll probably run into them right around in between Harrah's and the Link. That's probably where we'll run into them. You think what, it's gonna take you 2 weeks to eat your 5-pound gummy bear, Rob? I bet you have it done before then. So they're almost done all the glass right here on the front side. So you can see there's a couple triangles that need to get installed. So that's like, you know, and then I guess they're going to be testing, I'm hoping they're testing the lights. Like they do like a whole big light show one night as a test. A medicated gummy, yeah, that would be so funny to trade it out and give them one of them. What's wrong with Rob? Yeah, they're making a lot of leeway on this thing. Even this building in front where it's going to house the casino, I think a theater. So Robert, where are you at that it's 65, man? I would love for it to be 65 right now. Right now, it's probably about 103, according to the temperature that I put up earlier. Waiting. I don't like jaywalking on this strip. I've seen way too many people get really messed up with the jaywalking out here. Oh, you're up in Ottawa. That's right. I remember. I think you said that before. All right, here we go. All right, let's keep looking for our let's keep looking for some stuff on our bingo card here. We're gonna stay outside because I think it'll be easier to find people out here. Ha ha, hear an Illinois. Ah, I know it's not Illinois. Christian, thank you so much for the Superman. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That'll go towards my milkshake fund tonight. Thank you so much for your support there. So what do we need? We need police activity and Elvis, and we can get a bingo. Or we need to start picking up the pace on the other ones. See, they're the best kind of super chats because I don't ever say like, hey, send me super chats. So when somebody sends a super chat and it's just, it really like, it really kind of humbles you when you're not always chasing the super chats or gifts and things like that, right? That somebody is just showing that as a sign of real appreciation. And, you know, I thank you. I thank you. Oh, there we go. Does this count as a showgirl if they're in the police uniform? Does it? I think it does, right? I know, I definitely would have bingo by now if we were up on Fremont. I think that counts as a showgirl, right? Just because they're in the police uniform doesn't mean they don't count as. All right, there we go. Could be police activity too. Well, they hang out with the showgirls. It's kind of the same thing. Maybe we should just rename that Moons, right? And cops too, right? Hey, this is just all for fun, you know? We can't be too serious and strict with the rules. So you guys tell me, yes, I think that counts as a showgirl, because you know what? Probably in about 3 hours, if the cop thing doesn't work out, she's gonna go put her feathers on. So, now, I would say, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna rename that one Moons. I think we'll do that, right? You like that one, right? And we all do know where the broken escalators are. So we'll be hitting that one pretty soon. And then we have the weed. We haven't even had no card hander-outers. Now, I think if they had somebody and they were taking pictures and they had them handcuffed and they were like spanking them or something, I would have called that police activity. Uh-oh. No, that's not. That was a cigarette. I thought that was vaping. Yeah, broken escalator is like the free spot, right? I should just put that one right in the middle, because you know you're always going to hit that on every single one. Josh, believe it or not, yeah, man. I mean, I know you haven't been here in a long time and all, but like, yeah, these escalators. No, Josh knows all about the broken escalators. I think that day that we met up and we were walking, there was a couple broken escalators. I smell it, I just don't see it. Should we count that if I smell it, but you can't see it? You guys tell me, should I mark that off, the weed one off, because I can smell it somewhere around here, but I just can't see it. I think that is the one that was broken, Josh. Yeah, I'm marking that off. I think it was the dude on the bike up there. Let's see. Let me try to mark this one off. Gotta hit that, hit that. All right, so let's see what they got in here. The Chef's Series. I thought I sent you that one. All right, I think I'm gonna get a milkshake here. And which out of these flavors, what do you think I'm gonna end up getting here? All right, let's go get a milkshake. There's like more people coming in. Oh, geez. Hello. Sorry, what was that? I definitely know. I want the coffee and Love Nuts milkshake. And then can I try that coffee chamomile sherbet? Yeah. Great, thank you. Regular milk's fine. Where do you put this in here? Ooh, that was really good. Coffee, chamomile sherbet. So this is a pretty expensive milkshake in here. It's like 18 bucks for this milkshake. But I deserve it. Kev, what's going on, buddy? Coffee and these nuts, of course. All right, Rob, I'll send it to you tonight after I get done here. So let's see, a pint of ice cream, $16.99. Ice cream cake is $79.99. A pup cup, I guess for your dog, is $3.99. A flight is $16.99, and the milkshake is $16.99. I forgot that we can zoom in. And then we got the scoops over here. Single, $7.99, double, $14.99. $2.99 for a waffle cone. It's not actually a bad day, Kevin. I mean, I like the heat, you know. My devices, they don't really, my phone doesn't like to live stream in the heat, so I have to come out later. They got some really cool flavors here. Honey lavender, strawberry honey, balsamic with black pepper. Sounds pretty good. Pear and blue cheese. Oh. We're gonna have to come and try some of these other flavors, man. Like that sounds, maybe a little whipped cream or something. Let's see, here's their pints. Oh, I could just get a pint and take it home one day. Or maybe me and Jay will come here and get it and cinnamon snickerdoodle. No. Pear and blue cheese sounds kind of interesting. I would definitely go with this, Death by Chocolate. I think that's vegan too. And they got these. Are these the pup cups or no? These are non-dairy frozen desserts. Apple carrots with sweet potato ribbons. Interesting. Oh shit, the Choco Taco. Look at that. Rob, you paid $31 for a drink at the Piff the Magic Dragon show, man. I'm sure this is going to be a delicious milkshake. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's pretty thick. Look how thick that milkshake is. What's that? No, I haven't yet. Sorry, what's that?
What flavor is the shake?
It is the coffee and love nuts.
Today's total will be 1841. I'll ask you a question in a minute.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's like an $18 shake. And it's super, super thick. I have to let it melt a little bit. Oh, we got some misters here. We're gonna have to pull that over. Say love nuts a few more times. Coffee and love nuts, man. Who doesn't? Get your minds out the gutters, you guys. Fonda, what's going on? Dude, this is like almost too thick for this little skinny straw. I'm gonna have to let this melt down a little bit. All right, so far, I'm gonna say it's a little too thick. My love nuts shake is a little too thick. How's that for you freaking weirdos on here? Obviously, you love them. All right, I'm totally distracted right now. I gotta pull over for a second. It's melting onto my hand a little bit too. Great. All right, it was overflowing a little bit there. What did Grammy say? But it is really good though. Now what they did do here at the Vanderpump is they did turn the music down a little bit on the outside, which is nice. I didn't mute you, Grammy. Of course she would say something like that. It's the naughty granny, right? Wasn't that was the nickname we came up with last year at the Bellagio. Oh, here we go. The same old broken escalators as always. Let's pull over. Yeah. All right, so I gotta blow that up a little bit, and let's see. Street performer. All right. So we got street performer. And where's the broken escalator? Oh, there we go, broken escalator. All right, so now when we get outside of Paris up here, I bet we see one of them card hander-outers. For the collectible cards. You know what? I'm gonna have to check after the live is over and see. And then I'll go through, oh man, just smelled it again there. And if we got any copyrights, I'll probably just like not even worry about it so that people can actually read the chat that goes along with this one, just so they know what I'm talking about. Yeah, yo, hey mods, if you can approve them, you know? We got 2 broken escalators, some more wacky tobacco. You know what they need? They need bigger straws so you don't have to suck so hard. There, I'll give you all a laugh. We don't really have prizes here, Robert. We all get participation, yay. We did it. It's just something fun and interactive that we can all do. You know, keeps the chat going, gets you guys talking to each other. You know, that's a big thing here on this channel. I'm trying to foster like a Vegas community of people. When they get onto the chat, they recognize each other and talk to each other. There's a lot of people in this chat that talk off of social media now because of this chat, and we, you know, it's just a good fun way to get some Vegas enthusiasts, aficionados, whatever you want to call us, Vegas holics, together and just have fun. I know, Jesus, I feel the same way. That's why I'm having a little trouble seeing them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, before I come out, I'll print the cards. I'll print a card so I know exactly which one to mark off that night. I mean, it's not going to be an every night thing, but it'll be enough. Uh-oh. They're setting up. Do these people count? She counts. Hot Vegas babes. There we go. We got them. I think that's a bingo. That is a bingo. All right, we got a bingo. Congratulations, guys. If you want to take a screenshot of our first official bingo, Card Slappers. Mike, what's going on? Yeah, I call them the card handouters because it was for the life of me, I was drawing a blank on the Card Slapper. So, tell them what they won, Jimmy. You guys won bragging rights to being the first chat to win, to catch a bingo on the strip while we're walking and live streaming. You guys got some bragging rights. You got some fun. Made some friends tonight. A whole lot of fun stuff going on here. So, I don't know. I liked it. Once we worked out that little bug of me originally putting the bingo card up too big and not being able to mark the bottom row, I think it worked out pretty fun. And Gary, what's going on? Yeah, I know. We definitely would have got them outside of Paris. They're usually all over right here down at the next corner here when you hit Planet Hollywood. Usually, definitely the Card Slappers there. Now, Alexa's has the misters on, so it feels so good walking right here. But I can't walk too close to the patio because the misters get all over the screen and make a mess, you know? Rob, right? Copyrighted music. We probably got about 3 of them tonight. But you know what? I don't shy away from the areas that have copyrighted music. We're having fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not too worried about a couple of cents. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to cost me if I can't monetize this live stream. You know? But what I'm trying to do now, we have 3 Robs in the chat. Nice. So what I'm trying to do is I am going to start leaving the unedited versions of the live streams as a member-only perk, so that you can go through, read the chat, you know, see everything as it happens in real time, and then I'm going to make like either highlights or edited versions that I'll make like for the public to look at. You know, they'll be a little bit shorter, you know, not as much going on as if you were in the live one, right? Because we're standing here right now, probably hear this music in the background, you know, so it's going to have to be edited out or, you know, whatever. But I'm not going to shy away from, like, if we're walking past the fountains, like muting my mic or something like that. Like, that's just not cool to you guys. You know, I figure people are watching my live stream because they want to see Vegas, right? They want to see Vegas, they want to see the fountains, they want to see what's going on. And I'm going to give it to you. You know, there we go. We would have got him right there. So we're going to take this off actually the screen now, because that does eat up a lot of my battery. Oh, but now we got to erase that. How do I erase that? There we go. Take them all off one at a time. Cool. So yeah, so that's kind of like my thing, is like, you know, I want people to enjoy it, the live streams, see what's going on. You're gonna hear the music, You know, as long as I don't get a copyright strike, I don't mind, because all I'm really gonna get is I can't monetize my live stream replay. So, and that's okay with me. Now, what I used to do is I used to just kind of edit out some of the songs and things like that, and then I found out that when you make those type of edits, it takes the chat away, right? So then, sometimes when you're watching the live stream, all you know is what I'm talking about, not what questions I'm answering, things like that. So some people have asked about it, and that's what I was able to find out through my research, is that if you mute something or remove the sound from a segment in a live stream, it does that. So but I'm not, like I said, I'm not so worried about it. So if you're enjoying this, you're having fun, had fun playing bingo, had fun watching us play bingo, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification so you know the next time we're on. If you have not, give that thumbs up yet. Go ahead and give that thumbs up, smash that like button. You know, I'm gonna be getting off in about 10 minutes. Because I have to go and grab my son, pick my son up. So
focus on credit and hopping on jets and I'm flooding my wrist and them diamonds. I had to grind and I had to shine and running shit up, we don't take no consignment. Living my life so I'm going with a line. Come through the power, changing the climate. I'm going up. Nigga, stay going up. Hey, look at this move right here.
And we had fun with my my milkshake here, which is actually a really good milkshake. And I think the love nuts are actually walnuts. So I think it's like coffee walnut, not like. But you can make the love nuts anything you want to pretend they are, okay? Yeah, right. He would. There we go. See, we could do that next time. Well, this is probably the area that we could just walk back and forth outside of Planet Hollywood in Paris, and on the east side of the strip, really, from like Harrah's to Planet Hollywood here, we could hit a bingo, I bet. No problem. Do I live near the strip? I don't live too far. I mean, I'm 25 minutes away from the strip. I'm up in the northwest area of Vegas. So, let's see, which way do I want to go? Let's walk down this way. Ooh, that Walgreens feels good. Now, they opened up the door at Walgreens and it was like a blast of Arctic air there. Rev, you have a good night. I will send you that picture later on tonight. Yeah, right? That's pretty much true, depending on where you know, 20, 25 minutes from anywhere to get to the strip. But I think you know, it's growing now. So, I mean, if you're up in like say Sky Canyon or all the way out by like Red Rock Canyon, right as you go into those last couple neighborhoods in Summerlin, it could probably take you 35, 40 minutes maybe to get to the strip with a little bit of light traffic. Ooh. So those two broken escalators out there are killing my legs when I have to go up there. gonna have to start remembering to cross over at Paris so I don't have to walk up them steps there. Yeah, unless it gets caught on a live stream. Oh crap, we hit over 100 likes there. Thank you guys so much. Just saw that. Wow, so we've come across, what, a good 5 broken escalators in the past couple minutes. Christian, you're up in San Francisco. That is like the coldest place I've ever been in my entire life in the month of July. I was there last July and I had to go out and buy sweatshirts because it was so cold. Cali boys, what's going on? Good evening to you. See, now we're hitting all the bingo card stuff. We got to start a little later in the stream. I had to pick my son up. I think he's going to be done work around 9. So by the time I get all the way back. Yeah, Mark Twain did not lie when he said that, man. That's for sure. So you know what? I think because I want to pick up the pace a little bit, and I hate rushing when I'm doing a live stream. I think I'm going to end this live now. So let me flip this around and say goodnight to y'all. So
I hear that there are divisions among you.
I'm going to flip
And I
it.
believe it in part. For there
There
must be
we go.
factions among
So
you in
I got
order that
my
those who look genuine among you may be recognized.
Salt
When we
and
come
straw.
together, it is not the with his own will.
Milkshake. So you can all have your good laugh now. But I think it is actually like walnuts, because I've never really heard of love nuts in the sense of ice cream. You know, may have been an old nickname of mine, but whatever. So thank you all for joining. Have fun. We'll be on later this week, and I'll see you guys later.